Tintorera. Tintorera is a 1977 Mexican-British horror film directed by Rene Cardona Jr. and starring Susan George, Hugo Stiglitz, Fiona Lewis, and Andres Garcia. It is based on the novel of the same name by oceanographer Ramon Bravo, who studied the species of shark known as Tintorera, a 19-foot shark, and discovered the sleeping sharks of Isla Mujeres. The film, along with many monster movies of the 1970s and 1980s, is very similar to Jaws. It is also known by the alternative title Tintorera, Killer Shark. Quentin Tarantino paid tribute to this movie at the 8th Morelia International Film Festival, showing a copy from his private collection. Plot: Stephen, a US-born Mexican businessman, arrives in a Mexican resort village on a yacht anchored offshore. One of the local fishermen and the caretaker of the yacht, Colorado, takes Stephen with him when he goes to haul in the sharks he has caught, but is annoyed to find that another shark has taken a huge bite out of one of them. Stephen then sets his sights on Patricia, an Englishwoman on vacation. They have a whirlwind romance, but break up when Stephen can't decide if he's in love with her. Stephen is extremely jealous, however, when she begins a relationship with Miguel, a womanizing swimming instructor at the nearby resort hotel. While Stephen stews on the yacht, Patricia and Miguel have sex. Then she goes skinny dipping in the ocean and is eaten by a large 19-foot long, 5.8 meters, tiger shark. The next day, Stephen confronts Miguel in the hotel bar. Miguel tells Stephen that Patricia was in love with Stephen, but she must have returned to England. Neither man ever learns of her true fate. Miguel introduces Stephen to two sisters, American college students Kelly and Cynthia Madison. They go on a double date and swim to the yacht for some skinny dipping at the sisters' suggestion. The shark is in the water nearby, but they safely make it to the boat. Kelly and Cynthia then hop back and forth between Miguel's and Stephen's beds. They all swim back to shore the next morning, and the submerged tiger shark again chooses not to bother them. When Miguel and Stephen start a shark hunting business, Miguel tells Stephen that they must immediately get out of the water if a tiger shark ever appears. One night, Miguel and Stephen meet Gabriella, a young English tourist. Miguel and Stephen take Gabriella shark hunting with them. She is appalled by what they do, but admits her feelings for them have become powerful. The three of them decide to have a triangular relationship. She'll be sexually involved with both of them, but they won't fall in love with her or with them. It is loosely implied that Stephen and Miguel might be falling in love. They tour the local Mayan archaeological sites together, then retire to the yacht for sex. The next time they go shark hunting, a shark appears and rips Miguel in half. Gabriella is so upset that she decides to return to England. Stephen, meanwhile, vows revenge on the shark, enlisting the local Coast Guard and fishermen in a campaign to kill the tiger shark and seemingly every other shark in the area. "I hate the bastards," Stephen tells the troubled Colorado, who in turn assures him that so many sharks have been killed. The tiger shark must have been one of them. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to Stephen or Colorado, the tiger shark attacks another small fishing boat and eats two fishermen. Stephen goes to a nighttime beach party with Kelly, Cynthia, and two other American women. After the party ends, Kelly and Cynthia suggest more skinny dipping. This time, the tiger shark attacks, ripping Cynthia from Stephen's arms as he makes out with her in the water. The other women make it safely to shore. After Kelly's father arrives to take her home, Stephen vows to kill the shark himself. That night, Stephen attempts to lure the shark with a devilfish he's speared for the occasion. When he spots the shark, he shoots it with a spear gun, hitting it between the eyes, killing it. Stephen's fate is left unknown. Cast: Susan George as Gabriella, Hugo Stiglitz as Stephen Fiona Lewis, as Patricia Andres Garcia, as Miguel Jennifer Ashley, as Kelly Madison Eleazar Garcia, as Crique, as Eleazar Garcia Chelelo, Roberto Flaco Guzman, as Colonado, as Roberto Flaco Guzman, Laura Lyons, as Cynthia Madison, Carlos East as Mr. Madison, as Charles East, Priscilla Barnes as Girl from Bar 1, Pamela Garner as Girl from Bar 2, as Pamela Gardner, Erica Carlson as Anita, as Erica Carlson, Manuel Alvarado as Naval Officer, Alejandro Ciangarotti as Fisherman 1, as Alexander Ciangarotti. Production: Priscilla Barnes, unknown at the time, appears towards the end of the film as a party girl who encounters the shark during night swimming. The shark in the film was a tiger shark. Locations were filmed at Isla Mujeres, a resort island near Cancun. All the underwater scenes were filmed with live sharks using the submarine expertise of Ramon Bravo. Due to the censorship imposed by the Mexican government at the time, there were two versions of the film prepared: the so-called uncut version, with plenty of explicit nudity for foreign markets, and a cut version for domestic Mexican exhibition. It's now possible to find both versions on DVD. The original English dub in theaters and on video featured the voices of Susan George and Fiona Lewis, who played the two British tourists in the film. However, this dub was later lost, and a new one was created with American voice actresses, which is the one used on the DVD. Release dates. Some international release dates: March 31st, 1977, Mexico City premiere, Tintorera. April 7th, 1977, Mexico, Tintorera. August 10th, 1977, Sweden, Tigerhajarna, Havets Maradora. August 25th, 1977, Italy, Tintorera, Lo squalo che uccide. September 16th, 1977, Germany, Tintorera, Meeresungeheuer Greifen an. October 30th, 1977, United Kingdom general release, Tintorera, in a double bill with Communion. UK title of Alice, Sweet Alice. June 7th, 1978, United States, Tintorera, Killer Shark.